Hey, Augusta Nation! Estimator Trail is going to start at the office today. It's been raining, and we had a barbecue for the team planned if they had a week of no yellow slips. So we haven't been able to do that. It happened 2 weeks ago, and so we're taking this rain day. Gonna go take the guys to Topgolf. It's just right down the road from the office. And this morning, I was going to take some time. I was looking over the P&Ls, and I just wanted to share with y'all. I'm going to do a screen share and just go through the numbers of everybody in the Augusta Nation. Most of them are starting, either from scratch or transferring over from another brand. And just wanted to show y'all what the numbers are looking like, and as far as one of the locations that has reached $1 million plus. And what it looks like for us, what we're going through, what the numbers look like, just so you get a good glimpse of that location before you get there. And then for those of y'all that are watching, you have your own lawn care company, this might just help, as a caveat or just a pre-warning. Everybody's numbers are going to be different for different reasons. So when you go through it and you see some things, don't compare it to yourself, just use it as a reference point. So that, just something that you can see, just some information. And feel free to ask any questions. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot over to the screen share, and I'll go over the profit and loss statements that we have so far. I've right on into the numbers here, and I'm hoping you can see that little green circle so that it'd be easier to follow the cursor. We're going to start in January, and as far as the profit and loss statements, I keep up with my own, and then my accountant does the QuickBooks. I like seeing the cash on cash, just what went in the bank, what went out for that month. It is much more beneficial, and I do believe the accountant can do that as well, but we'll have to get that going in order to see it from QuickBooks. But all I do is I take all of our bank statements, our credit cards, I put them into a file and then organize them. So starting in January, we had like $46,000 in the bank, and just down here I'll show you we've got revenue, so what came in the bank. That's not the difference between cash on cash and accrual. That's what just came through the processor, not what we invoiced. So revenue in 81,000, expenses 73. So started the year off pretty good at $8,200 in profit. And then I'll just go through the quarters and just do the recap first, and we can get into some of the specifics. I don't know about y'all, know what stage of business that you're in currently. Starting out, I thought things were going to move a whole lot smoother, be a whole lot more profitable. But as most of y'all know, and most of you will find out if not, growth sucks cash. So if you've got a business model that, like for instance, Augusta, we've seen 15 to 25% profit margins, be done, all the way up to the Bellingham location that is, doing 1.5, 1.7 million. But that is once growth is stabilized and, you stop buying equipment and you focus on profit. So just as a recap, we did grow again this year. We had to replace chemical division, which was about $150,000 in revenue. And then we added 3 trucks, 2 big mowers, and then to date we've still spent about $25,000 in marketing. So we'll just go through. I'll show you the first quarter here. I believe that was the first month of profit, and then we started reinvesting, as you see, down about $14,000 in February, and then down another $10,000 in March. So we'll do the recap of the first quarter. Just under $250,000 as far as revenue coming in the bank, and then we spent well over that, so for a net loss of $25,000. So like I was saying, we bought 3 trucks, had to paint them, decals. We bought 2 new mowers and all of that. So going into the second quarter, did not get too much better because we kept purchasing. April we're down 9,000, May we're down 11,000, and then June down 14. So the second quarter, as far as what we have here, and also there is a slight discrepancy. I believe I either did not enter in some of the profit, or I double entered expenses. So I'll explain that here. So at the end of the second quarter, I have here where our bank account was, and this is actually supposed to say, oh no, that was April 1st. And then where it ended June 30th. So for that quarter, the second quarter, we had $5,000 profit. And so this does not line up over here where it says revenue and expenses, because I believe I double entered somewhere along this line on the expenses. So, and then through July, we've got an update here as well. So July was the highest earning month, and I don't know if we broke a record or we came really close to it. We did $148,000 in the month of July, and then we recouped a whole lot of profit. The expenses just over $120,000. So for that month alone, we recaptured a whole lot of profit there at $27,870. And then so total revenue year to date through July was just under $750,000. And through the line items, it's showing an $8,200 profit, but that is not accurate because of the double entry somewhere. So, and then as far as if you're not keeping track of this, it's very easy to do as far as whether or not you're losing or you're in the black. Where's your bank account at the beginning of the month, or in this case, it's a recap of the whole year. So our bank account was at $46,947 January 1, and then at the end of July, it was at $79,000. So cash on cash profit of $32,000, and this number right here is the percentage of profit. So very low, as far as what can be expected. But as I said, growth sucks cash, and also the dynamic of having a shop, those kind of expenses of $2,750 just for rent, plus everything else, electric and all that. And we are also still servicing debt, and I'll show you here because I've got year-to-date totals on the categories here. So, debt service, so that's things like credit line, credit loan, business loan, and equipment financing. So we've paid just under $30,000, and the vast majority of that debt will be paid at the end of this year. So super excited about that because that will, once the debt's paid, that will allow us to increase our profits for next year. So show you some of the highlights here. Damages year to date, $4,500. And actually $3,500 of that was shop cost. It was Jeremy over there. He's in the room. So he was going out of the shop, and the dump trailer caught the overhead door and ripped it off the frame. So that will happen sometimes. So that was a big one. The dump, another pretty large expense at just under $7,600. The situation we've got here is there's nowhere to dump. We do roll-off containers on the site, and then our team dumps into those. The maintenance crew, the shrub crew, and some small cleanups get dumped into that. And then the larger cleanups that we bring our own dump trailer, we just go to Sample & Sons. So really nothing we can do about it currently, but that's just the numbers right there. So that's just at a little over $1,000 a month in dump fees. And we keep on scrolling. I lumped, and I'll probably eventually kind of make more categories of this, but equipment maintenance, as you can see over here, we got auto equipment, can be anything from mower repair to blade purchases, supplies like stringer line, trimmer line, anything. We got equipment rentals, all lumped into that category. And I think some of them I even put equipment purchases in there. So year to date, $93,000. About $30,000 to $40,000 of that was equipment purchases. Food, every once in a while we'll take the guys out. This July right here some of it was at the Southern Conference. You got it highlighted here. Me and Jeremy went out to lunch for his 5-year anniversary, that kind of thing. So year to date, only $800. And then we've got the franchise fees / command center bill. We were full service for the majority of the year, and then we tapered off, and you'll see a difference in August. So our command center bill is $11,000, and granted, we are doing 250, 275 estimates a month, and we've got a good bit of volume going on. So $68,000 in that, and then for those of y'all that are not in Augusta Nation, you're looking at that. Only $1,200 of that is the franchise fee. The rest of that is our command center, which you can have full service. They answer the phone, send emails, do payroll, send estimates, answer customer complaints, all kinds of things. But you can tailor it to what you need. And so got that going on. Fuel for the year, $35,000. July, $6,600. So nothing really you can do about that one. ICE, and this is probably not an accurate reflection. We did spend $500. I know that's accurate in July, but I was lumping it in there with something else. Total accounted for about $1,500. We're definitely buying an ice maker next year. That will save us some money. And also here in Georgia, we were giving the guys 1 bag of ice per cooler. And the ice was lucky to last till 11 o'clock. This is just our income there. So we already recapped that, just under $750,000. Insurance, that's all the insurance. And then we had a workers' comp audit, and so that got paused for a little while, and so that insurance bill probably will jump up because we got to do some double payments. $25,000 so far in insurance. Job materials at $56,000. Let's see here. Labor at $190,000. Management, you'll see here, Jeremy is an owner. It's management / owner / GM. So his pay is right there at $29,000, and this is all net. And then myself at $28,000, and what I do is pay myself just $4,000 a month, and then I get 10% profit share. So looking forward to the profit share on the third and fourth quarter, because I'm sure you've seen it if you've been in lawn care. The first 6 months of the year, you are doing good to break even, but most likely if you're growing, you are a good bit in the red, and then you really see those profits the third and fourth quarter. So looking forward to that, feeling good about the profit level for this year. Marketing spend here, all right, I turned it off, dialed it back a good bit in the beginning of July, so we only spent $480, which in the peak months, if you go back to June, we spent just over $6,000, and much the same for May, a little bit less for April. So our high marketing spend is April, May, and June, and then we've been cutting it back, and then we'll probably actually be under our marketing spend this year. We budgeted for $32,000, and I don't see us spending that, so that's good. Processing fees, that's just clearance percentage they take for processing, and any bank fees or anything like that. Refunds, that we had to refund for either dissatisfaction or service not rendered. And then shop cost, I started just lumping all of this into shop cost, phones and tablets for Jeremy and myself, and having a tablet for the office. We've got 2 water lines here, and then we've got waste, which is just our dumpster, like for trash. Shop rent at $27.50, internet, and then we've got 2 electric meters for whatever reason. And so that was like $450, $460, and then we had a little bit of repair here. So shop cost the month of July, $4,000, and that is a very good reason to not have a shop at all. If we had to do this all over again, we would purchase a piece of land, fence it in, and just have a lot, because we use the warehouse, we use the space really well here, but if we could make it cheaper and it just be land, that would be just fine, and we'll definitely do that in the future. But yeah, shop cost up through July, $27,800. Subscriptions, and this is just like Service Autopilot, Google G Suite, Apple Storage, Amazon Prime, which this one is what is that, Audible? Yeah, the $14.99 a month for a credit, and that's really about it. Tax, if you know a way to avoid that legally, let me know, but we've got that. Training, these are just additional books on top of the subscriptions that we buy and we offer our team. Everyone is encouraged to read them. They're personal development, business, finance, things like that. And then we got the travel. Went to the Southern Conference, had a great time in Memphis. So thank you very much, Kevin Fairburn and Nick, for hosting that. It was a great time. And this is water. I don't think it tracked fully throughout the year. I know it didn't. And that was myself not tracking it properly. But what was tracked was $450. We go to Costco, get a pallet at a time now, which is awesome. What's that pallet cost, Jeremy?
$210.
$210? Is that including the deposit?
No, it's after it's returned.
Okay, yeah, $210 for it's like 40 cases of water. 48 cases of water, so very cheap. Yep, so that's the recap there. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to go back through. My accountant handles the books that actually matter. I know there's a double entry of expenses, and so cash on cash profits so far of $32,000 as of July 31st. And so as I was saying, in lawn care, we typically actualize our profits, start seeing them roll in the third and fourth quarter, and I will show you. August is looking great, as you see right here at the end of July going into August, just under $80,000, and then as of right now, it's a little bit of a milestone. We've been running extremely tight for the past several years, and we finally hit just over $100,000 in our bank account. So if you recall, just under $80,000. If we keep that rolling for the rest of this week and end August, even if we end just at $100,000, we will have done $20,000 in profit for August, which will be pretty amazing. So hope this helped. Hope it didn't bore you to death. But if you'd like to see any more videos like this, if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will answer you. If you want me to make a video on something specific, I'll do that as well. Hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.